Leading candidate to become PM of Japan supports gay marriage.
Here's a summary of the article.
Taro Kono, a contender to become leader of the ruling Liberal Democratic Party, has come out in favor of legalizing same-sex marriages and allowing married couples to have separate surnames. "I agree with both issues," Kono told reporters on September 16. Kono said that constitutional issues must be sorted out to allow same-sex couples to legally marry. The LDP is known for championing traditional conservative family values, and many members have opposed same-sex marriages and separate surnames. Issues like these, which call values into question, should be widely debated in the Diet and should be allowed to support or vote against the bills regardless of party affiliation. Kono also said he will work to increase the number of female politicians in the party. "It is important to create an environment where women can raise their hands," he said.
This post received a score of 4,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Edit: forgot to note that the poll was done before the second-place guy, Ishiba, decided not to run, choosing to endorse Kono instead. Shinzo Abe for his part went with Takaichi.
Eating politicians? What kind of whack political system do they have?
They actually don't eat the politicians. That's why it's called a diet.
_ba_dum_tss_.
Will he have genuine power to make such a change?
From the more conservative wings of his own party mainly. But from the general public not very likely, since a majority now are in favor.
I've read a lot about the LGBT situation in Japan. Most people are in favor of marriage, but not in a wholeheartedly way. In other words, most people don't really care about it. Japan, and anywhere else in the East, doesn't have a mainstream gay culture as the West does, so that can explain why the movement isn't enthusiastic there.
And anywhere else in the East, no hold on here. We should talk about this one. It truly and legitimately depends on where in the East you're talking about. China? Hell no. Thailand? Different story. There's admittedly not pride parades or a mainstream spectacle dedicated to it, but there are spaces and acceptance. Meanwhile, some places are just horrid. Parts of India will get you acid thrown in your face by cowards.
They're certainly neutral and outwardly accepting about gay and trans people, and on the surface probably more so than even in many parts of the West. But overall Thai society is extremely conservative, and they generally don't overtly think positively about the LGBTQ community, nor do they openly reach out to them in any way. Thailand's neutrally accepting views towards LGBTQ has a Buddhist-based orientation, where Thais believe people aren't exactly in control of how they are born based on karma from a past life, so while they aren't at all hostile towards gay or trans people, they don't look at it positively either, viewing it more as a something to be pitied, and a negative struggle one is stuck with in this life based on bad karma from a past life that needs to be worked through so the next life can be better. Thailand, at the end of the day, is a very conservative country. Even things like holding hands or kissing in public is frowned upon and taboo in Thailand, whether straight or gay, despite the country's reputation for open sex work. Another example of a rather striking contrast stemming from Thailand's Mai Pen Rai religious Buddhist roots.
This is, by the way, some of the stuff he posts on Twitter. First one translates to, "I'm not going to say I'm not." Will be interesting if he actually becomes Prime Minister.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.